Hi students, in this video we are going to see about the demonstration on singly linked list. The learning objective of this particular demo is to learn how to insert an element in a singly linked list. So we have three variations: insert at first, insert at middle and insert at end. Similarly, deleting element in a singly linked list, which has three variants: delete at first, delete at middle and delete at end. As far as the singly linked list is concerned, it has two parts. The first part is going to store the data and second part is going to have the reference of the next node. So in this example we can see a data part and the reference part. So we have another pointer called header or head, which is a pointer that stores the address of the first node. Similarly, tail is also a pointer that holds the address of the last node. So here each node of the singly linked list stores the address of its next node, and in that way all the nodes of the singly linked list get linked to each other. So now we are going to see how an insertion of element in singly linked list is going to happen. So here we have two different cases. In first case, we assume that the linked list is empty. It means head and tail are going to point out null. It means there is no element in it. In this diagram you can able to understand, before insertion there is no element and I am going to insert an element. So a new element A is created and the head and the tail points out the same element. In case 2, we assume that there is an element and I am trying to insert a new element at the front of the linked list. In that scenario, the existing scenario is we have a node A where head and tail are pointing out, and after inserting a new node B, head is going to point out B. B's next address is going to point out the node A, and the tail is going to point out the node A. The case 2 of the another case, the insertion at the end. Let us take the similar scenario. I have a node where head and tail is pointing out. I am going to insert a new node at the end of the particular linked list. So in that situation, I am going to create a new node B. New node B's tail is going to point out the new node B. New node B's next address is going to be null, and the node A's next is going to point out the node B. This is the third scenario. So here we are going to consider a node which is going to be included at the middle of a particular linked list. In this example, I have 4 elements and I am trying to insert an element at the third location. So my singly linked list is going to start from the head. It browses from node A, it moves from node A to node B, and then it has to insert a node C here. So in that situation, it creates a new element, and new element's address is going to be stored at the previous node, that is B, and new elements next is going to point out the node E. So this is how the insertion is going to happen. Now we are going to see the demo how these three insertion methods are going to work. Let's see how singly linked list insert is going to work. So as far as the first case is concerned, so we have both head and tail is null, and I am going to insert an element at the head location. So let us assume that I am going to give my node name as A. So I am going to insert at the head location. So it has created a node A, and nodes next is going to be null, since it is the only node we have in the singly linked list. Now assume that I am going to create a node which is going to be inserted at the head. So which is the case 2, first case. So I am going to insert a new node at the front of the existing node. So I am going to insert. Now the node B is created, head is pointing out the node B, and B's next is going to point out the node A. So this is how the case 1 is going to work. Similarly, we are going to see another case. So So I am trying to insert an element at the location at the back of the particular linked list. So I'm going to give the linked list, that is my node's name as C. I'm going to insert at the tail. So my linked list navigate from B to A, then it creates a new node C. New node's next node is going to be pointed as null, and the previous node, that is A next, is going to be point to the node C. So this is how we can able to insert an element at the front as well as at the tail part. Now we will see how to insert an element at the middle location. So to inserting an element at the middle location, we have to give the index where we have to insert. Let us assume that I am going to insert at the location after the location 1, and my linked list is D. Now when we insert a node, it browses to the first location and then it creates a new node D, and new nodes next is going to point out A, and B's next is going to point out the location D. So this is how we can able to insert a specific node. Even we do have a function called search, where we can able to identify or search a specific element in a linked list or not. For example, I am going to search an element C in the linked list. So I am going to give C and I am going to search it. So it travels from each and every node and it identifies whether the particular node is present or not. So in this example, C is present, so that it shows the value is found. For example, assume that I am going to give a value 2, which is going to be my search element. In this situation, if I give, it navigates from each and every node and it is going to say the value is not found. Similarly, if we need to delete any element, so we can give a element name. For example, I need to remove an element A, so I have given the element name, and if I press remove, so it's navigate from each and every node and it identifies a particular node to be deleted, and the node's next node is going to be assigned to the previous node of the node which we are going to delete. So now we got a new linked list.